Welcome to Tell Me the
Tell me
Crime.
the crime. We're back for another week, and Feb has given us the story this time.
Yeah.
I have no clue what you're going to be talking about today. So, what do we have in store?
Are you ready?
Yeah? Oh, I'm ready, bro. Let's do it.
Okay. So the story is about one Christmas Eve.
One Christmas Eve.
Mhm.
Okay. So is it like a bloody Santa situation?
Well, we cannot hope Santa give the Christmas gift this time, but
Yeah. Sorry.
what did you do with my mic?
No, sorry. By the way, everyone, in case you're wondering,
I hope they could
I totally
see
moved her mic away from her face while she was talking, and it totally just messed her up. But that's because there was probably going to be some echo because the mic was a little bit too close to me, and I was like, okay, let's just,
Yeah, you asked people to visualize our studio.
Yeah, we got to start like taking videos of this so that people can see exactly what we're doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Like moving your arms right now, like you're walking.
Oh no! Don't describe it.
Yeah, I love it. It's cute.
I'm sitting still and ready to share the story.
Let's hear it.
Okay, the title of today's story is The Christmas Eve That Never Ended.
Okay, the Christmas Eve that never ended.
Yeah,
This
do you know
exciting.
what I was doing there when I said never ended?
No idea.
What did you catch from my tone? Never ended.
Oh,
is
like
that,
it
is
as
that
if
falling or rising? Intonation.
falling? I don't
never
know.
ended.
I don't know.
That's rising. Okay, you don't know.
Okay, I don't know. You're the linguist here. I don't know what the fuck
So
you're talking about.
Sometimes we say that, I don't know if it's prescriptive or descriptive. If you have the following intonation, then your sentence ends.
Yeah.
But I say never ended, rising intonation, which speaks about the never ended. Okay, forget it.
Did anyone else fall asleep right there?
I think so. Okay.
Okay. Let's hear it.
All right. So before this became a national headline, what I mean by this is this news, okay? And before the courtroom, before the cameras, and before people across the country had already chosen what they believed, this was a story about a woman preparing for Christmas.
Okay.
Okay, and she was 8 months pregnant, and it's about a woman whose baby already had a name.
Oh, okay.
Connor. That's the...
Well, 8 months. I mean, that's basically ready to pop out. You know?
Pop out.
What? It's so true.
Okay, so it was December 24th, 2002.
Yep.
Christmas Eve. And Modesto, California.
Okay.
Families were preparing for the holiday. You know, just like general families that are preparing for the Christmas holiday. People were wrapping presents.
I'm probably starting my gift shopping.
Exactly. Or maybe you're done with the gift shopping. It's Christmas Eve.
I'm trying to. That's my point.
You're very last
I'm
minute.
pretty last minute.
Yeah. But in one home on Covina Avenue, the day would not end with a celebration, but it would end with panic. A missing woman, a husband with a story, and a dog found wandering alone. And a question that would follow this case for years, what happened to a woman named Laci Peterson?
Laci Peterson. Okay. Interesting.
Okay. So let me introduce you to her.
Okay, Laci Peterson.
Okay, so she was born as Laci Dennis Roca. She was born on May 4th. Oh my God, May 4th.
Oh, my birthday.
Your birthday.
Yeah.
Wow, I just realized that.
Which is in like 3 days from
3
now.
days. Yeah, you excited about your birthday?
4 days, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. So she was born on May 4th, 1975. Okay. And before her name became attached to one of the most famous murder cases in America, she was a daughter, a sister, she was a student, she was a wife, and interestingly, she is soon to be a mom. Wow, exciting, right?
I'm not liking where this is going, though. She's going to be a mom, and now she's going to...
Yeah, Christmas Eve.
Okay, so what happened?
Okay. Let me tell you a little bit about her first. Okay. So she grew up in California. Her parents, Sharon and Denise Roca, had owned a dairy farm west of Escalon. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And Laci worked on that farm from a young age, and she also enjoyed gardening with her mom.
Okay. Sounds like a pretty normal person so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
very basic.
Pretty basic.
Yeah.
But it gives you like some background information about that person.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
And a little bit about her. She attended Thomas Downey High School and then later went to California Polytechnic State University.
Okay.
She majored in ornamental horticulture.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Ornamental horticulture? What exactly is that? Like,
I don't know. It does not have anything
making
to do
Christmas
with the story.
decorations?
I don't know. Horticulture.
Right.
Okay, so let's talk about the crime. Okay, we should begin with a person. So a woman who had a family, who had a home, who was preparing for motherhood. And by December 2002, she was close to giving birth, and her due date was February 10, 2003. I was very excited to say February.
Yeah, I know, because you were born in February. February 28th, everyone.
The last day of February. Okay. So now I'm going to introduce you to another character in the story, which is her husband. So Laci's husband was Scott Lee Peterson. He was born on October 24th, 1972 in San Diego, California. He grew up in La Jolla and played golf from a young age. Okay. But yeah, to cut a long story short, they fell in love. Both Laci and Scott, right? They fell in love and then they moved in together and they married in 1997. Okay. Now, by 2002, they were living in a 3-bedroom bungalow.
Bungalow, yeah.
Yep. So from the outside, it's, it looked like a young couple moving to the next
happy
stage
in love.
Of life. Yeah, marriage, a home, a baby is on
Sounds
the way.
Sounds like they're like upper middle class, maybe, if he's like playing golf from a young age, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Yeah, but the true crime stories often begin this way.
Okay, so
the day before Christmas Eve. So on December 23rd, the day before Laci disappeared, she and Scout went to Saloon, where Laci's sister Amy Roca worked.
Okay.
So Amy usually cut Scott's hair.
Emmy or Amy?
Amy. Amy?
With an E or an A?
A.
Okay, Amy. Yeah,
Amy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
What did I say?
No, I wasn't sure if you said Amy or Emmy. So,
Amy.
Amy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she cut Scott's hair that evening, as she usually did each month. There was nothing obviously alarming about the moment. It's just a haircut, a family interaction. It's just a normal errand before Christmas, right?
Yep.
And Scott reportedly offered to pick up a fruit basket Amy had offered because he said that, I would be playing golf the next day and so on. So this detail will matter later in the story because the next day, Scott would tell police something different about that. And he would say he had gone fishing.
Oh, shit. Okay. So the golfing, he told that to Amy? Or he told that, who did he tell that he was going golfing to?
To the police later.
No, I thought you said he told the police that he was going fishing later. And that the day before he had told them about going golfing.
Yes.
So who did he tell he was going golfing to? Was it Amy? Because you had just talked about Amy, the sister.
He told Amy about that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So that night, around 8:30 p.m., Laci's mother, Sharon, spoke with Laci on the phone. Mm-hmm. And the last 3 people known to have spoken to Laci before she disappeared were Amy, her sister, right? And then Sharon, her mom, and Scott, her husband. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that was just normal phone call, but it was the last phone call. Mm-hmm. Okay. And the last time family members heard from her before her name became a search effort is through that call.
Okay.
On December 24, 2002, the Christmas Eve, according to her husband, Scott, he last saw Laci around 9:30 that morning before he left the house. Mm-hmm. And he said that he was going fishing at the Berkeley Marina around 90 miles from their home in Modesto. Okay. And he said that Laci was at home watching a Martha Stewart television segment about marriage.
How would he know that? That's a weird specific detail to give to people.
Well, he left the house right at around 9:30.
Oh, he's saying that he left the house and that's what she was watching when he left?
Yeah, when he left the house. Okay. So that's what he told people about that. Like, he know that, my wife was at home and she was watching this and, that kind of detail.
Got it.
And then he said she was planning to clean the house, mop the floor, bake cookies. Again, it's Christmas Eve.
Right.
So that's the version he gave. And at first, it sounds very normal, right? A pregnant woman at home, a holiday morning, baking cookies, cleaning, walking the dog, and the husband leaving for the day.
Yep.
But then comes the dog. So a neighbor named Karen Servas.
Okay.
That neighbor said that she found the dog named Mackenzie outside the Peterson home.
Okay.
And she later testified that she found the dog around 10:18 a.m. And another neighbor said that he saw the dog around 10:45. Okay. But the point is, there was a dog outside.
There was a dog outside around 10:30.
Yeah, and
a
leash still attached. Okay, but there was no.
Oh, the leash. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
So it suggests that she was maybe taken at some point, right? If there's a leash on the ground like that dragging, I mean, that's not. Yeah. That's a little suspect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as you just
pointed out.
Maybe somebody took her out, or maybe something happened during the walk, or did she or did Laci actually ever leave the house?
Yeah.
Was the dog placed outside intentionally? So there were so many questions about that, as you also question it. Okay, so then at 2:15 p.m., Scott left a voicemail for Laci. And this is very sweet.
At 2:15?
2:15 p.m.
Okay.
Saying, "Hey, beautiful, it's 2:15. I'm leaving Berkeley."
Okay, but that seems very conveniently placed. I mean, I'm going to guess that the husband is the one that did it based on everything you told me.
That's pretty clear, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the message would later be listened to differently, right? So it's like, oh yeah, hey, beautiful, blah, blah, blah. It sounds very normal at first, but probably.
But when you add things up, it's probably covering up for something
maybe it was just a performance, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Or
was he known to leave messages like that? Because if I had left a message like that for you, that wouldn't be abnormal.
No.
We're really
if you don't leave me a message, if you don't leave me a message,
I'd be like, what's wrong? Did I do something?
Me?
Yeah. Exactly. But for someone who doesn't do that, that would look suspicious.
Well, I don't know about that detail. Maybe that's part of their daily, but that kind of message is between the partners, right? Like husband and wife.
Of course.
People don't really know.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But you can check records and whatnot, right?
That's
like
true,
if there were text messages or like voicemails, like if people saw our text messages, it would be all ridiculous. Like, oh, I love you so much, I love you so much. Like that's basically all we say to each other.
And then call you when you're in the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Shh. Yeah.
Okay. So Scott later said that when he came home, Laci's car was in the driveway.
Oh.
So remember, he told people that he went fishing, right? So he was not at home that day. And then when he came back home, he said that her car was in the driveway, but the house was empty.
Huh.
However, he also said that the dog was in the backyard.
Interesting. Okay.
So then he began contacting people, and soon Laci's family started knowing that, oh, she's gone.
Huh.
Yeah.
So the dog was clearly not in the backyard because the neighbors had, unless like the neighbors brought it back and put it in the backyard. And so when he got home, it was there. But I'm assuming that's not the case. The dog was probably let loose still. Yeah. Okay. You're not going to tell me right now. Okay. I see how it is. Okay.
Yeah. And Scott called Laci's mom, Sharon, and to us whether Laci was with her. Okay.
Laci does sound like the dog, though. Like Laci is like one of the most like popular dog characters in all time. Yeah. So every time you say Laci, I think of like a golden retriever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mackenzie, the dog is the golden retriever.
Really? Mackenzie is actually a golden retriever?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I did not tell you that.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, that's great.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So, he started calling people. He called Laci's mom, Sharon. And that's how Sharon knew that Laci was missing. Okay. And then police received the report shortly before 6 p.m.
Okay.
The next day, this is crazy. More than 900 family members, friends, neighbors searched the area.
Wow.
And they posted missing person flyers.
Wow.
Oh, you could imagine, like, during the Christmas day. Oh, my God.
Yeah, holy crap.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, how do you enjoy a Christmas if you know that your neighbor is missing a significant loved one, right? Like, and you're just there, like, hey, celebrating with my family while my next door neighbor, like, is worried that someone might be dead. Like, it's just, I would probably be out helping too. Actually, I definitely would. But yeah. Okay. Anyway,
the search began anyway. And then they also offered a reward, which eventually increased to $500,000.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot.
Who was offering the money up?
The family, I think.
Oh, the family. Wow. Okay, so they were definitely, well off then. Okay.
Yeah. And then more than 1,500 volunteers helped search and spread information about the missing pregnant woman. Okay. And the story moved quickly from just a local concern to national attention. I mean, you could imagine with the reward offered and the number of people that got involved in the search, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, let's go to the suspicion. Okay. So the investigators...
The suspects, right?
The suspect, yeah. Investigators did not publicly begin by calling her husband guilty. But as the case developed, detectives became increasingly suspicious of him.
Yeah, understandably.
Why do you think so?
Wow, I mean, let's think about it. Let's tally it up, right? He told Amy, the sister, that he would be going golfing the next day. And then he told the cops that he went fishing. Now, someone could change their mind and just decide to go fishing in the morning instead of going golfing like they planned. So, that's not on its own that suspicious. But then the fact that he told police that the dog was in the backyard when he got home, but the dog was clearly seen off leash earlier in the day at like 10:30ish or around that time, sometime at 10, and there was a leash around the dog without the owner. So that's weird.
Awesome.
So that alone, those combinations there, and then also the specificity of like, oh, she was watching Martha Stewart's whatever. Like, for me, I would have no clue. If you asked me what I ate for like breakfast yesterday, I'd be like, I don't fucking know. I have no clue. But like, like I feel like it's just.
But what did we eat for breakfast this morning?
Pop-Tart. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you never tried a Pop-Tart before, though. That one's
tested his memory.
Yeah, but that's the only reason I remember that is because you've never had a Pop-Tart before, and so that was the first time. Anyway, okay, so that's my.
So the combinations.
The combinations of things. They're a little bit off. Yeah. Plus, I want if he's going fishing, that's a great excuse for people to dump a body in an ocean, in water. So
awesome theory.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome theory, bro. Yeah. So one thing though, I probably did not mention it to you. Her behavior, So investigators started questioning that he seemed very calm.
The husband seemed very calm. Yeah.
Seemed very calm. But they also thought, well, people react to trauma differently, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Like some probably just cry, some panic, some shut down, or or they look extremely calm, but they're in shock.
I've always wondered about how I would respond to something traumatic like that too. And I think that I would probably look odd. Like, I think I would just be like, I would just be shut off mentally. Yeah. And I don't think I would be crying. I don't think I'd be reacting.
But
I think I would just be like,
after a while,
internally, I would be like, what, like dying. But like, I think that I would probably not, cry in front of people and freak out. I would probably look like that weirdo that's just like calm, and I don't know.
I don't know either how I will react. But I don't know. Ooh.
Everyone does react differently too. Psychologically, people think that you're supposed to react a certain way, but
that's true.
But not everyone does, and there are even disorders. I can't remember what they're called, but there's some sort of affective condition where they will like laugh when they're uncomfortable, or they'll laugh.
I heard about that.
When they don't know. When like things are overwhelming emotionally for them. So like some people have been reported to like laugh hysterically at a funeral for their mom.
Really?
Yeah. Things like that. So, you have all these situations where it's super inappropriate. But
the society considered that super inappropriate,
exactly. But
because that's not a common reaction.
Exactly, but it doesn't say anything about your internal thoughts,
right.
And that's what people have to really be careful about. Is you don't know what someone is thinking, or just because of how they externally react does not tell you anything about how they're feeling for real necessarily, right? So anyway.
Yeah, that's true. So that one of the things was the reaction from her husband. And then another issue was Scott's story, as you mentioned, that he told the police that he had gone fishing, right? But the witnesses later saw that Scott had told some people he had been golfing, So there is an inconsistency in the story here and there.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's suspicious. And now I'm gonna tell you an important part.
Okay.
That help reveal the fact of the story.
Okay.
So this is the case where the case begins to shift. Okay. At first, we only think that Scott as the husband of a missing woman. And he was searching for his pregnant wife.
Yep.
But investigators were beginning to look closer at his timeline, the statement, the behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently there is a new person entered the story.
Oh, he had a girl on the side, didn't he? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and her name is... Okay, the motive is very clear now. So he got his wife pregnant. This girl and him had been seeing each other for a long time, and she wanted, that pregnancy was going to get in the way, and so he killed her off so that he wouldn't have to deal with his wife having a new baby and that getting in the way of the new relationship. So sad. I'm guessing. I don't know. That's my guess. I have no idea if that's true.
I don't want to continue this story.
Yeah. Well, you're the one that knows the ending. I don't even know it. Okay. So I'm guessing.
Yeah. So the woman named Amber Frey, she was a massage therapist from Fresno. On December 30th, she contacted the detectives.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. She told them that she had met Scott on November 20th.
Wow.
And the thing is, she told them that Scott told her that he was single.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I got this wrong. I thought she was in on it, but maybe not. I guess she thought that he was... Yeah, oh my God, okay. This is horrible.
There is the real case like that I have known too. That there is this guy who actually already had a wife and also a son. And then he moved to, like for the business reason, he traveled from one city to another city. And then in that city, he found this celebrity anyway. Not really, really celebrity, but she is pretty famous as an influencer. Something like that. And then he told the woman that he is single.
Wow.
And he never posted any pictures of him and his wife and his son on social media.
Oh, wow. So wait, did this guy then, was he in like tabloids and in like pictures? Because if he started dating the celebrity, wouldn't he be out in the news? A case.
Yeah.
So how did his kid and his wife not see that?
Well, eventually the wife and the kid saw that, right?
Yeah. Well, that's
the point. But he married the other woman.
Oh, wow.
Without his wife knowing.
He married the celebrity?
He married the celebrity without his wife knowing. Anyway, guys, this is a different story.
Totally different story.
But something related to this.
Yeah, exactly. Let's move on to the next part. Yeah.
Okay. So then, on January 15th, the detectives told Laci's family about the affair between Laci's husband and the woman. Okay. By January 24th, Laci's mom, stepfather, and her brother held a press conference. And Laci's brother, named Brent, said that the family had withdrawn their support from Scott because of his lack of communications and cooperation. Okay?
Well, he was probably just covering things up because he was the one that did it. Yeah. Right, so. And
the same day, Amber Frey, the woman, also held a press conference and explained her role in the investigation. From that moment, the public perception shifted, So Scott was no longer seen as the husband who was so worried about
the nice husband sending the lovey-dovey messages. Yeah,
like,
exactly.
What did he say?
I don't know. Something about I love you.
Yeah. So he's now the husband who had been having an affair while his pregnant wife was missing.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. Ugh. That is horrible. Okay.
Yeah. But the question is, do you think the affair proved the murder?
No. It doesn't prove anything, but it does give motive.
Yeah.
Right? And when you think of all of the different things in combination, like I said, the golfing thing versus the fishing thing, where he told the sister one thing and then the cops the other. Well, that on its own is not suspicious, because you could say, okay, well, he changed his mind in the morning, but. Yeah. That in combination with having a mistress on the side, being 8 months pregnant, that could cause issues with that new relationship. Yeah. The fact that, his story was inconsistent, that he was not very communicative with the family members, all of those things, the dog off the leash. I mean, it does point to him. But here's the thing, is this is all just... this is not solid evidence. There's there's not even a body yet, so we don't even know what's going on.
And here we go. April 2003. April 13, 2003. Two people walking their dog found the body of a male fetus.
Of a male fetus?
Yeah.
Oh,
on
Jesus.
a tidal flood along the San Francisco Bay shore in Richmond's Point Isabel Regional Shoreline Park.
Jesus.
And the next day, a jogger found a human torso about 1 mile away.
Oh, fuck.
And April 18th, the DNA testing confirmed what many had feared.
Oh, no.
Which is... they found the remains of Laci Peterson and her son, unborn son, Connor.
Damn.
Yeah. So the baby was found first, and then her.
Wow, that's horrifying. Okay, so then I guess what happened? How did she end up there?
The thing is, they did not find any video footage or.
Oh, okay.
Whatsoever.
So we're gonna have to go off of whatever.
Yeah, but the location there mattered, right? Because Scott has said that he went fishing at Berkeley Marina on the day she disappeared.
Right.
Yeah. So
But where was this was at Berkeley Marina?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The prosecutors found that I think the connection was powerful, but they did not really find the strong evidence that he did it.
Right.
Yeah. So, from this point forward, the case was no longer about finding Laci anymore, but it was
proving Scott did it. Yeah.
Who killed her?
Or that someone did it. Yeah.
Yeah. The same day, DNA confirmed the remains were Laci and Connor. And Scott Peterson was arrested near Torrey Pines Golf Course in La Jolla.
Okay.
And the police said that he had dyed his hair and beard blonde,
Oh, wow. So that's not suspicious at all. He was ready to leave.
Ready to leave. That's true. Yeah. Okay. After the bodies were found, the investigators also expanded their searches. The FBI testing linked a hair wrapped around a pair of pliers found in Scott's fishing boat to hairs from Laci's hairbrush,
Oh, shoot.
through the DNA testing. And police also found a homemade concrete anchor in Scott's boat.
Oh, my God. Okay.
So now they got more evidence.
They have evidence, that his boat. Do they have him on camera? And they have him okay.
No. Now the trial, Scott Peterson trial began on June 1st, 2004.
Okay.
The prosecution's argument was Scott wanted out. He was having an affair. He did not want the responsibility of marriage and fatherhood. So he lied, he planned, he killed Laci and disposed of her body in the bay. And the defense told a very different story, that Scott was unfaithful. He lied.
Yeah.
But he was not a murderer.
Okay.
And the defense argued that the police focused on him too quickly and that the investigation had gaps.
Like what?
Well, nothing that could provide the direct evidence that he
which is true, right? There's nothing. Yeah.
No eyewitnesses as well. No video
no
of the crime.
Eyewitnesses, no video. Okay.
Yeah, so the highlight here is just the circumstantial evidence, right?
Right, which is a problem.
Yeah.
For a jury, because they usually say, you have to have definitive, definitive proof in a sense that, it's undeniable this person was the killer. Okay, so what happened?
So one of the most damaging parts of the trial involved the woman who had an affair with him. The jury heard secretly recorded phone calls between Amber and Scott. And in one call after the wife disappeared, Scott falsely said he was in Paris.
What?
Yeah, like a lot of lies.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of lies, right?
Yeah.
So if we think about the context, Laci was missing, her family was searching, the public was hoping that she will be found alive, but she definitely was not found alive. And Scott was still maintaining lies even with her girlfriend.
Right.
Yeah.
With his girlfriend,
with his girlfriend.
So, but here's I'm going to play devil's advocate here because because again, it's all circumstantial, right? Like he could be lying to her because he's trying to, not look like a murderer, right? Like, I mean, if you know that everything is pointing to you as being the killer and you're not actually the killer, I mean, there might be reasons for why you'd lie about where you are. Just, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really make too much sense to me either, but at the same time, it is important to remember that a lot of this is circumstantial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after months of testimony, the jury reached a verdict. So on November 12, 2004, Scott was convicted of 2 counts of murder.
Oh, shit.
Like first-degree murder with special circumstances for killing his wife, and the second-degree murder for killing his baby.
Damn. Shit. So what was the sentence then?
Jury recommended death on March 16, 2005.
Oh my God.
The judge sentenced him to death by lethal injection. Oh my God, I remember that show.
Yeah.
Lethal injection,
yeah.
And for Laci's family, the verdict may have brought legal closure, but maybe it's not the same as healing, right? Because she was gone, and the baby was gone, and they were expecting to have a grandson,
Yeah. Damn. How do you feel about death sentences?
I don't know. It's
yikes. Is he still around? Because I know that a lot of death sentences take years and years and years for them to actually happen. There's a lot of legal things that you have to go through before anyone's actually put to death.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Here is the thing. The legal story did not end with that verdict.
Oh.
Into 2020.
In 2020?
In 2020, yes.
Okay, and this whole thing happened back in early 2000s, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So in 2020, the California Supreme Court upheld Scott Peterson's conviction, but overturned his death sentence because of issues related to jury selection.
Oh, okay.
It's a very interesting case, don't you think?
Yeah, but do you know anything about the issues with the jury selection? Is there any?
No.
Because I wonder what technicality they went off of there. Because I mean, it could be any number of things, right? They could find this person was I don't know, somehow politically biased or somehow had some sort of affiliation with an association that would be too against the defendant or something like that, right? So who knows? But oh wow, damn! Yeah. I'm actually very surprised though that that the people convicted him, that the jury went ahead and convicted him, because that's I would say that there is a reasonable doubt there. I think he probably did it. It makes sense, right? There's a lot of evidence pointing towards him, but yeah, it's the reasonable doubt side of things. I always wonder about that, especially when it comes to like sentencing someone to death.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway, wow, good story. Thank you.
Well, there is the last piece, So, because in 2022, as I said, the case overturned his death sentence because of that issue that I mentioned as the jury selection. But the murder conviction remained. The death sentence did not. So in 2021, Scott Peterson was resentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Okay, so he's still spending the rest of his life in prison.
In 2024, there is this project called the LA Innocence Project.
Okay.
I don't know if you have heard about it or you're familiar with that. Yeah. So saying that, I think you told me once about this.
About the Innocence Project. Yeah.
So there was new evidence supporting Scott's claim of innocence.
Really?
It's interesting. And a judge later allowed DNA testing on one of the item of evidence.
Damn.
So yeah,
so it's still ongoing. So we don't know. So there might be something that overturns the case.
Yeah, the case has not fully disappeared from public debate, though.
Right. That's a big one. Damn.
This is a big one.
Yeah. I'm curious. I want to look into more information about this case now.
Do more research about this
because I mean,
case.
See if, especially seeing what could potentially overturn the case. Like what evidence did they come up with that is going to change any outcome?
Maybe it can be the next episode that you do more research
about
maybe.
That. We'll give an update. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well,
so
thank you.
That's today's episode.
Tell Me the Crime, episode 11. Thank you. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, happy weekend, everyone. Woo.